Yes, ma. Over to you.
Thank you. Thank you, Divine Master. Lovely. Welcome to Rich TV Telugu Universal Life School presents meditation with fifth dimensional masters like Adama Master, Saint Germain Master, Ramta Master, and all other masters, ascended masters. Thank you, masters. We are reading Telos Volume 3, Protocols of the Fifth Dimension. The author is Arulia Louise Jones, and she is the author, masters. And we are in chapter 9. Please be in the meditative state, masters. If you are traveling, you can just listen to the audio. Thank you all, masters. Chapter 9. The effects and the uses of the enhanced planetary crystal grid. Adama. The crystal grid or the crystal live stream, as it also known, has essentially two parts, one physical and one etheric. The primary uses of the grid relate to the energy amplification in the physical and the storage and transfer of information in the etheric. The grid is a direct conduct for human consciousness to access and enjoy full perceivability in the lower earth dimensions. Human consciousness or mind stream is in the truth the third grid that will be adjusted during the ascension of planet Earth. The crystal grid has always been in a place within and around the planet Earth. What you have experienced recently is an expansion of the effects of the grid in the DNA of both planet and yourselves. This is a direct result of the ascension of the energies of the crystal grid in higher and purer vibration. What you are experiencing today as you interact with the crystal grid in the ascension process is what planet herself is undergoing. Through this interaction with the planet's process, your physical bodies are also reconstructing. Your own crystalline structure is ascending through the adjustments of your DNA. This happens, my beloveds, as you increase and maintain your level of love and light couldn't. Day by day, through the energies of the heart, there is really no other way. Why is this happening? Is it happening because it is now time for humanity and for the earth to move into much higher level of existence? It is also because you have chosen it from the level of your higher self. You have enough of separation and you have requested the necessary assistance to bring forth the change within yourself and on your planet. Throughout the last 20 years, as measurements were taken of your willingness to move out of the denser energies in which you have resided for so long, the grids have been recalibrated for your benefit. First, the magnetic grid, the geomagnetic live stream of the planet was adjusted. This allowed for a greater connection with the etheric realms and the dissolution of much of the wheel of the duality and illusion. Then the crystal grid was raised into higher vibration, and many of you heard the call to work more actively with these energies. All of you are experiencing the vibrational shift of the grid, whether you are conscious of it or not. Your own vibrational rate is entraining itself to that of the grid, and so the planet as whole is fully involved now in the ascension process. To interact with this grid in a more conscious manner, you must gain a fuller understanding of its uses. You must make a commitment within your heart to access the grid only as appropriate for the good of the whole. In times past or witnessed in the age of Atlantis, this grid was often accessed for corrupt purposes. While the lessons learned and the experience gained was valuable beyond question, you still need to fully understand its proper use. The misuse of the grid will not only be allowed to happen again, those who might lie to try will face a quick return of their negative energies upon themselves and the karmic consequences of their self-centered agenda. Since the fall of the Atlantis and Lemuria, the etheric crystal grid was moved away from the atmosphere of the planet. This action was taken to protect the grid from further misuse and corruption of its matrix. The planet and the humanity were allowed to live without its direct etheric influence for a long time, and this has greatly diminished your natural spiritual faculties, what you call spiritual gifts. As a result, you have lived since with less than 10% of your full potential compared to the 100% you once enjoyed. This action was taken because it was recognized within the mind of God and translated through the spiritual hierarchy that eras of Atlantis could be very well be repeated. If allowed, there are still those in incarnation at this time who would very much like to recreate a similar scenario. Fortunately, their members are similar than before, and very soon they will be transformed and embrace their divinity or ship out to continue their evolution elsewhere. We did not understand the fall at the time. We needed to understand and integrate what happened and the wisdom gained from it. We did not wish to blame or punish anyone for the events in Atlantis. In truth, all who resided there are a part of a great experiment did so willingly. We honored them for the role they played in increasing our understanding of all aspects of spirit, but the extreme misuse of the energies that threaten the life of the planet forced the Creator to end the evolution of that civilization prematurely. The lessons were not allowed to conclude to completion. Following the fall of Atlantis, we moved the etheric crystal grid away. This disconnection created the breeding ground for new human lessons and the events of your history. Much experience was chosen, created, learned that would never ever happen in the purer atmosphere of the grid. We eventually came to understand the fall of Atlantis and its contribution to the human experience of free will. Today, we find a world once again poised for self destruction, although perhaps not with such violence and devastation. This time, the scenario is more like slow and painful autoimmune disease, which eats the organism away from within. So, my friends, we are now once again connected into the grid, both in your realm and in our realm. We are all involved in the process that will lead to the eventual reopening of the heart of Lemuria. The lessons of disconnection from God have been learned and relearned, explored, and examined from every single angle. We have gathered all the knowledge and we weakened from it, and it's time to move on. Throughout your recorded heart and history, creation has been depicted as divine spark igniting into form. This is a beautiful and powerful image that carries the full majestic grace of the divine. It inspires purity of emotion in those who review it, but the full properties of manifestation involve more just separation. One cannot create in the physical world without the physical process of crystallization. Crystals and the process through which they are formed unite both the higher and lower aspects of the divine. It represents in the moment of inception a union between the divine and the elements that reside in the earth. It also represents a downloading of information as each crystal is a storehouse for particle energies and experience. Many of you have one or several lifetime in pure crystalline form. Many of you have imbued crystals with aspects of greater self for the betterment and education of others who come after it. Many of you also imbued crystals with aspects of yourself so that you yourself could reunited with them later through the conduct of the crystals. While the spirit that resides within the crystal may not appear as active as your own, it is in fact equally, if not more, expansion when directly activated by a willing spirit in human form. The seeming slower rate of the vibration in some crystals is a function of eons of patient service spent embodied in one physical location for millions of years that those spirits have performed. We owe them a great debt for their willingness to remain in a place, anchoring their energies until the time arrives for their release into the great crystal matrix. As etheric crystal grid was once moved closer to the planet, it awakened and reunited all the guardians of our energies which reside in physical crystal form. The physical crystal grid of this planet was reactivated with the will of the divine. Through this physical grid, the full ascension process of the earth herself has begun and will continue until the vibration of the planet reaches a dimensional shift and reunites with the higher aspects of our divine essence. Human consciousness will then reach a newer and greater level of consciousness. At this time, you have taken this journey with the earth will begin embody again your higher aspects and unite with us. Indeed, we are these higher aspects of you today. Today, many crystals are ascending into higher forms of service. This new human awareness will grow through the higher information and understanding which crystals impart willingly then asked. The greatest awareness will come through opening the heart, for this where the soul resides without judging the experience it has collected. It balances neither trauma against pleasure nor service against gain. It merely accepts all aspects of a self as valuable and necessary to the whole. The soul finds in the mirror of crystal grid both physical and etheric, the highest representation of what it wishes to live in human form on this planet. This is to an important aspect of the grid. It reunites all energies into one flow and amplifies the life force of all that comprise it. It connects all the thought and heart energies. When you access it as you do, your crystal children, you immediately become part of greater whole. Throughout the grid, you reach into the hearts of the minds of the all who are connected to it. You can receive the answers to all questions asked and the healing and manifestation energies necessary for any endeavor or service you may want to initiate. You touch the higher aspects of self and all others as well. You amplify your own divine essence both in your realm and in others. The proper use of the grid is essential and the proper intention of its use is mandatory. We are here to work with each of you individually and often in groups on the appropriate ways to access both grids. We cannot give you generic techniques for this. You will have your own technique placed in this grid. And one method alone neither works for all or nor promotes the greatest awareness. Many of you worked with the grid before and you will find that working with it will come to you naturally. Others will find it easier to begin to connect with the individual physical crystals that live in your homes or immediately environment awaiting your attention and discovery. Practice will in time greatly improve your communication skills with crystals. Each of you is now experiencing the restructuring of your DNA into purer crystalline form. You are experiencing physical, emotional, and mental shifts and realignments. These may appear strange, painful, uncomfortable for you, which is merely caused by your resistance to the shift. Set your intention that all shifts are for your highest good and you will remove much of the resistance. Interact actively with crystals in your healing of past traumas and release of toxic energies. Connect with us through a crystal or simple through a mind and ask for instruction on the crystal grid. Then connect with the crystal grid itself and ask for instruction. Share with others what you discover, for each of you holds a piece of this new awareness. We bless you, love you, and keep you always in our hearts. Look for us in your awareness, for we are also you, Adama Master. Thank you, Adama Master. Love you so much. Once you evolve your consciousness into state of immortality, you will find that all happens effortlessly. You will find that moving or on in years only makes you wiser, more mature and stronger. Adama Master. The quotation is from Adama Master and we are into chapter 10 Masters. The fountain of eternal youth and immortality. Adama Master. Arulya Master is asking the question. Adama, please talk about the fountain of eternal youth of immortality. Are you saying that it is created by our thoughts and intentions? Adama, of course, but this is only aspect of it. If you truly desire to attain this level of perfection and state of consciousness, you must first desire it with all your heart, mind, and soul. This is your first key. Around the clock, every day of your life, you must send out to renew your intention to reach out of that level of perfection, engaging all your spiritual faculties until you reach your goals. Constancy is your second key. One on and off attempts have never brought much results. Maintaining absolute constancy in your intention, willingness to do what is required to attain the state cannot be emphasized enough. The fountain of youth and regeneration you are seeking lies within you always. It is there waiting for your awakening and your awareness of it. The keys to finding it has never been secrets. In fact, they have been knowing all along, but you have ignored them. For eons, you have been more interested in finding it through an external source, a quick fix as a substitute for the true spiritual transformation. This is your third key. I think you now have these external sources worked for you. My friends, as your society succeeded in eliminating aging, illness, and death, are you building more nursing homes, hospitals, and medical clinics? Very rarely on the surface up to now has any person be willing to apply the keys of transformation to bring about complete DNA transformation and immortality. Nevertheless, over the ages, there have been a few exceptions. Your DNA is another key to fountain of youth and initiate vitality, the fourth key. It evolves at the speed that you evolve your consciousness and increase your love quotation. Your body is a mirror of consciousness. As it evolves, the body will begin to mirror the new consciousness you have attained. The fountain of youth has always been there inside you, but you have to evolve your consciousness to activate it. Your thoughts, your records, and your feelings are the fifth key. What is the quality of internal dialogue that you have entertained within yourself by movement? Does it reflect what you desire to attain? After you have done a minutes of affirmations each day, what thoughts do you occupy your mind with the rest of the day? How well do you monitor your thoughts, your feelings, and words you speak to yourself and to in others in each moment? How do you feel about yourself and your body? Once you evolve your consciousness into the state of immortality, you will find that happens effortlessly. You will find that moving on in years only makes you wiser, more mature and stronger. Yes, we become older in age and we do with grace, nobility, and dignity as masters. It is only your destiny to reach this level of mastery. Maintain your physical progress, agility, and strength by all the means you know. You will find the more you do, the more you will be able to do. Do not let age or what people say limit you. You are unlimited beings who has forgotten about this yourself. The fountain of youth you are seeking is state of being, not so much as state of doing. To activate this wondrous fountain, you must first unite with it and then become it. This is your sixth key. And most important one, the true fountain of youth is a fountain of pure light, a fifth dimensional tool. In order to activate within the self, you must increase the light in all the cells of your physical body as well as your more subtle bodies. You must cleanse your emotional body of negative human emotions. You must monitor your thoughts and begin to think, act like master. If you are not sure how master thinks in any given circumstance, go into meditation and ask that question. What would be master do? How would a master view this, and what is the action a master would take? How does it feel to be a master of divine expression like our brothers and sisters in Telos? Your heart knows all that the answers and always has. You only need to consult it and learn to tune in again to its wisdom. Begin to consider your bodies as magical forms. See them as the most versatile machines ever created that you can do all you want to do without pain or limitation. They can even teleport anywhere in this universe, close to the speed of light when you have attained the necessary level of consciousness. It is up to you to change the perception you have held about your body so far and to learn how to utilize the full physical potential with which these vehicles endeavor. Begin to live with your new truth and the results you are seeking will follow. It cannot be otherwise. This is the seventh key. In this regard, the fountain of youth is real. It is located in your own mind and heart. You will be surprised and joyous when you discover how easy it is to maintain your youthful appearance. The beings portraying the dark forces understand very well the principle of building momentum. They are far more vigilant in building their momentum of darkness than the people of light have been in building their momentum of light. Master Saint German Master has given this quotation. Thank you, Master. Love you. Chapter 11. Assignment of your taxation system. Adama. Arulya, Adama. As children of God on this planet, it is spirituality valid and moral that we are subjected to such controlling tax system. How to perceive this corrupt system? Adama Master, we certainly don't even any kind of taxation system, neither you would allow such a thing. An enlightened government does not need to tax its people. Your taxation system is strictly a manipulative, three-dimensional creation, spiritually immoral, demonstrating a primitive understanding of leadership and management. We acknowledge your desires to be sovereign in this regard as your divine light to be tax-free. You are beloved children of the most loving and wealthy Father, Source Energy. Your Creator does not tax you and neither should anyone else. Like so many other things in a society that you do not like or agree with, it exists simply because you allow it. You have given away your powers and your rights to be sovereign. As a collective unit, you will take powers back, it will continue. Be assured that within 5 to 10 years from now, and now hopefully sooner, you will most likely become tax-free forever. As the light shines on this planet brighter each passing day, your tax system will also evolve and eventually abolished completely. There is no tax system in the fifth dimension, and if these days so many of you are choosing to come, you will not find a single tax collector anywhere over on the our side of the wheel. They will remain gathered in the third dimension wondering what happened. We are free and responsibility society. Each and every one of us take equal responsibility for the wise and successful economics of our society. Everything we need to do or use is obtained through a well-designed barter system ensuring an equality exchange. This gives us greater latitude and freedom in our exchange system and makes bartering fun and everyone enjoys in great abundance everything they need. There is never accomplished at the expense of other and there is never be any losers. We value our freedom above all else. We would never allow a system of taxation to exist. It would deprive us of understanding rights to abundance, freedom, and the pursuit of happiness. On the surface, your governments have programmed to believe that you have to pay taxes. This is most enormous corrupt. You are burdened not only with income tax but also with sales tax, property tax, school tax, activity tax, food tax. As if eating and nourishing your body is a luxury, and hundreds of other more subtle types of taxes that are hidden are included in the price. All these taxes contribute to your stresses and burdens. In your lives on earth, this type of control was never meant to become part of your reality. Why do you then allow it to so much fear and complacency? Why do you then allow the leaders you elect to oppress in such manner? And why do you little think that paying so many taxes in every aspect of life is normal way of sharing and merger earnings the majority of you live on? Any government or leadership compelled to tax their people or heavily in order to function financially is a sure sign of poor administration. With bit more enlightened and much integration, your government could function very well and with great prosperity without having to tax the people they govern. Citizens of other planets do not have to be taxed by their governments, and no one lacks anything, including those doing the governing. Arulya Master. But Adama, how do we do this? Those we refuse to pay the taxes go to jail. They are harassed without end, and they have vehicles taken away from them, and very often their land and their homes. Adama, we know all this, my beloved. We know this all too very well. And this is all about to change in your country and gradually everywhere in the world. This is why we do not suggest that you make waves at this time and refuse to pay taxes. If you did that now, too many of would be hurt. You have enough challenges in your life as it is, and we do not want you to suffer more. The concept of becoming tax free has to evolve first in your consciousness and then in the consciousness of the majority in order to change the smoothie in enlightened manner. When majority of the people in the country, let's say about 70 to 80%, have embraced a new truth for themselves as sovereign beings and make a sincere and empowered choice from their heart that is no longer their truth to be submitted to taxation and call out to their creator for the assistance in implementing this new truth. Be assured it will happen, it will not take very long, but the collective has to choose its words from the heart and let go of a victimized consciousness. This is the requirement. Know with all your heart, and your sovereignty has to come from within itself. Know that with absolute knowing that as divine beings, as the children of most loving Father, Mother, you have full rights to bounty of this planet and of this universe, which is not reserved for few but is meant for all. There are those in your society who have incarnated for the purpose of creating more enlightened forms of government in the near future. They are sufficient in number now to succeed and have gained enough maturity to take their place very soon. They have been trained between their incarnations to do so that they are already know how to implement those positive changes smoothly. They are well versed on the art of leadership to implement new forms of government that will function for the benefit of all. When a governing body acts for the benefit of the collective instead of personal agendas, everyone becomes abundant, has everything they need to enjoy life. No one has to go without. Very soon, my children, there will be no longer be haves and have nuts. Everyone will be plenty to live and function well, including all levels of government. Be patient a little longer. Continue to evolve your consciousness and let go of the many erroneous belief systems you have imprinted within. Those who have incarnated to implement the new forms of government will not be allowed to take their rightful place until most of you made sufficient changes in your heart and your consciousness. It is important that you claim it and demand those changes from the heart of your Creator and from love and compassion of your own heart. It is important that you also continue to do this until it happens. Remember that it is always the collective consciousness which holds the power to make decisions. Your governments can only reflect the collective consciousness of those who have governed. They are mirrors, my friends, just mirrors. You all have to change first, then you will see how smoothly your governments evolve change. It is up to you to lead the way from the fires of your art. Arulya, but Adama, 80% of the population is a large number. It will take forever for everyone to evolve their consciousness to extend your mention. Adama Master, not as long you might think. I mentioned it before and many other masters have mentioned it as well. Soon on your planet, there will be events that will assist humanity to wake up and accelerate their consciousness. These events are now hanging over your head. People will have to change voluntarily or leave their incarnation. The abuse of the planet and its people by your governments will no longer be tolerated. This is what your Earth Mother is now choosing for evolution in her on our body, and it will be implemented. No group of people incarnated on this planet will have the power to stop it. The shape up or shape out warning that was given some time ago is more valid now than ever before. You are not alone, my beloveds. You have more support on your planet now from all over the universe than before. No planet has ever given such great assistance as is granted at this time. Be sure of good cheer. Your deliverance is soon at hand. If only you could feel how much you are so dearly loved. Your pains and worries would melt instantly into an eternal function of joy. We love you all so much. Please hang on a little longer. I am with you always. Yeah. Thank you, Adama Master and Arulya Master. Thank you, all masters. And we'll do the meditation for a couple of minutes, masters. Thank you. Love you all, masters.
Flame Temple in Telos with Adama and Saint Germain. Beloved ones, center in your heart and intend to be filled with the loving energies of your divine presence. Hear these words. In the name of the I am that I am, from the Lord God of my being, I ask now that every cell, every atom, and every electron of my 4 body systems, all my subtle bodies, every particle of life of who I am in all dimensions and states of consciousness, be totally filled with the wonders and the miracle energies of the violet flame of freedom's love. I now ask to be filled again and again, 24 hours a day, each day of my life. And so it is. Breathe it in. Feel the violet flame energies merging with you as you set your intention and ask your higher self to come on a journey with us to the majestic violet flame temple in Telos. Traveling in your light body, you have the opportunity to access this temple anytime you desire. . The violet flame burns perpetually and is nurtured by the love and devotion of our people, blessing life, blessing mankind, and the planet. Master Saint Germain spends much time here with his twin flame Portia and legions of violet flame angels, recharging and tending the energies of the violet flame for our beloved Mother Earth. Allow your breath to take in this energy as much as possible as it flows through all your bodies. And know you can bring it back with you when you return to full consciousness. Breathe in the violet flame. You are now standing in a large circular room with high ceilings. The violet flame is present everywhere. Notice the pure violet amethyst walls and the smooth amethyst crystal floor beneath your feet. An amazing number of violet-toned lights are piercing through the amethyst walls, creating a mystical, starry vision. Dozens of fountains in all sizes and shapes, emitting every possible shade of violet hue in a magical play of colors and tones, are everywhere. Water fairies are having great fun playing with these energies. Watch their exultation in their playful joy. The flower fairies are busy creating beautiful flowers with this light energy in all shapes of white, gold, and violet. They are tossing some to you, honoring you, blessing and welcoming you. Receive and take in this blissful, joyful moment. Multitudes of violet flame angels are tending the violet fire with their love and adoration. And the violet fire is not hot, but rather on the cool side. Notice there are several chairs in this captivating room. Choose the one you are drawn to, the one that feels the most comfortable to you. These chairs are made of pure violet crystal with a flame of violet underneath each one, rising up to enfold you, entering and infusing every part of your body. through the lower chakras. At the same time, there is another violet flame coming down from above, penetrating your crown chakra and infusing every cell of your body. Breathe this in through your crown chakra. You are immersed in the violet flame essence like never before. Several violet flame angels are now surrounding you, pouring cups of love and cups of violet fire into your energy field, transmuting whatever needs healing at this time. As you continue to breathe in this energy, the Master Saint Germain with his Lady Portia and Lady Kuan Yin, the goddess of mercy and compassion, are now by your side, filling you with their love, imprinting your auric field with the flame of compassion. This allows you to open your heart and all your cells to a greater level of compassion for yourself and for those you love. If there is something in your life that needs healing in this moment, invoke the energies of compassion and forgiveness. Allow, feel, and know change is taking place on all levels, in all your bodies. Breathe this in, beloveds. Open your heart to Saint Germain, the violet flame, to Kuan Yin and the flame of compassion, and set your intention to completely heal yourself, to heal all traumas, past and present. This room is filled with the violet flame's powerful healing energies. Invoke this flame to assist you in your healing. Feel the heaviness lifting and dissolving into the light. Notice how much lighter you are becoming with the sensation of joy infusing your whole being. Allow this lightness, this beauty, this love and power to nurture you. You are moving toward your victory. Do not feel rushed. Take all the time you need. Breathe. Slowly coming back, you become aware that your guides, masters, and angels are smiling at you and enfolding you with so much love, willing to assist you with any thoughts you may have. Stay with them as long as you desire. We invite you to come back to this magnificent temple to recharge and balance your energies with beloved Saint Germain and the violet flame. The door is now open to you. Saint Germain will be there for you, and his angels will delight in offering their love and assistance. Now, when you are ready, come back to full consciousness.
Last 2 minutes, Master.
Know that we honor you for your openness and send blessings of love, courage, and wisdom. And so be it.
Last 10 seconds, Masters. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you all, Masters. Love you all, Masters. Ending the session. Please rejoin at 6:30 for the Divya Sampada session. Thank you, Masters. Love you. Love you all.